So why is IMPP stock and some of the other oil related stocks heating up today? So according to the folks at Investor Place, they're saying oil stocks are in focus today, the 4th of May 2022, as a number of petroleum providers trend in the green. So IMPP is one of them, obviously. Okay, they are up following the European Union's proposed ban on Russian oil imports. So what do they need to know about what do you need to know about this news? Okay, today the European Commission President Ursula von der Leyen proposed banning all Russian oil imports by the end of the year. In a speech delivered to the European Parliament, she said we now propose a ban on Russian oil. Let's be clear, it will not be easy, but we simply have to work on it. We will make sure that we phase out Russian oil in an orderly fashion to maximize pressure on Russia while minimizing the impact on our economies. The move would come as part of the 6th round of sanctions against Russia following its invasion of Ukraine. A number of oil companies are seeing the same benefits from this latest proposal. Oil stocks, okay. So as per the proposal, crude oil supply from Russia will be phased out within the next 3 months, while refined oil imports could cease by the end of the year. The news immediately lifted Brent oil prices, which were already 40% higher than at the start of the year. Okay. So yes, that's amongst other things. That is probably what has that's the news concerning IMPP, and also they have also a disclosure as well. While all these things were going on, they disclosed something. This just came out, I think, a few hours ago. It's an F1 disclosure. And what are they saying here? I think they're saying down here they are trying to raise money or something like that. Okay, it's a preliminary prospectus that is May 4th. Okay, 85.225 million units of common stock or pre-funded warrants to purchase common stock and Class C warrants to purchase common stock. So we're offering for that, and are they raising any money? Public offering price. Investors in I think they're likely going to raise some money from this. Let's see, use of proceeds. Let's get down there and see what they're doing with it. Okay, we estimate that according to them, they estimate that they will receive net proceeds of approximately $70 million from this offering. Okay, 80.6 million of it if the underwriters exercise the option to purchase additional securities in full after deducting underwriting discounts and commissions and expense payable by us related to this offering. This amount is based on an assumed public offering price of $0.88 per unit, the reported sale price of their common stock on the Nasdaq Capital Market on May 2nd, 2022, and assuming no exercise of the Class C warrants sold in this offering. So they have I wouldn't say they didn't know that this was going to happen, but yeah. Okay, the stock gained 15.54%, and in the post-market session it's down 8.65%. It dropped sharply sometime a few minutes ago in the when the session closed, just a few minutes into this, about 1 hour into the post-market session, it dropped. But momentum is weak, waning. RSI is equally waning, but hasn't decayed completely as things stand right now. So there isn't any fresh technicals to digest from this platform, and this is obviously you can see this came out after the market closed. This disclosure came out after the market closed, and probably that is why maybe market participants didn't like that, and it plunged to 23.575 million shares have crossed the tape. And do we have any movements on the option side? Yes, the $4 calls have gained 200%. $4 calls for the 20th of May gained 200%. And what do we have? The underlying trend for the stock is a bearish one. That is definitely the case, or rather, it's quite bearish. I think so. Yes, no doubt about that. So let's quickly have a look, and yeah, it's quite bearish, no doubt about it. It's just trying to improve, and it's trying to improve. Let's look at the bars and see what we can make of it. So we can see that the bars are bunching up, indicating that obviously of late, based on this daily chart, that nothing much has been going on there. It's just an indication that nothing much has been going on, as against what you have here way back in 8th of March this year. You can see the bars are very long, and the price points are so wide apart, but we can see that they're all bunched up. The opens and the closings, they are all pretty much on the same level, indicating that there isn't any the market participants are quite indecisive, but obviously of late they have things are just gradually starting to look up, but it's still not anywhere close to what it was before. So moving down here, we can see that IMPP is in a strong bearish. The momentum for IMPP is strongly bearish. The 14 period slow stochastic oscillator is below 20, the level which many others call reversal. This means that investors have been actively selling shares and driving the price lower, just based on what the momentum oscillator is indicating for the daily chart. So today's volume was lighter than usual, trading 20.829 million shares versus an average of 27.872 million shares per day during the last 12 months. The unbalanced volume indicator shows that longer term accumulation has given way to near-term sudden pressure by traders. So, and I think also, but the volume has also started spike, which is also an indication that maybe yes, obviously today was a gain 15%, so you would expect the volume to increase, and that's what we're seeing there. So all in all, the good news, there's some news that caused the stock to spike, no doubt about that. Caused the stock to gain 15.54%. We saw that. It's a broader market news, so we'll see how things pan out. The good thing about IMPP is that regardless of the price of crude, IMPP will continue to do business. Whether oil is high or not, IMPP is a transporter. So in good times or in bad times, IMPP is doing business. That's why it's a good stock to watch. It's a good stock to watch. Okay, so see what you make of all of these things, and thank you very much for watching this video.